everybody. We are so glad to see you here tonight. Welcome to our official Jamboree kickoff. Aaron, it is so good to see you. It's good to see you guys from Corpus Christi. Hello to Minnesota. Hello to Mountain House, California, Troop 99. We see some girls troops in the house. Guys, leave comments. Let us know who's out there. Aaron, hello.
Hello, Gina. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight, and I want to echo Gina's comments. Thanks so much to all of you who are watching at home. We are excited to talk yet again about the 2023 National Scout Jamboree at the Summit Bechtel Reserve in West Virginia. Gina, I've got the Jamboree website up on my computer right over here. We're going to throw that URL at you guys multiple times tonight. At the bottom of the page, there's a countdown to the Jamboree. We are now 495 days, 18 hours, 47 minutes, and about 3 seconds until the start of the 2023 National Jamboree. We're going to make about an hour of that time go really, really fast tonight. We got a lot of cool stuff to show you guys. What I'm really excited about is that we've got something tonight for everybody. If you already know that you're going to the Jamboree next year, you're like, I'm in. Tell me when I'm going. You're going to want to watch the show tonight. If you're kind of on the fence, if you're not really sure, you're going to want to watch the show tonight. If you don't even know what a Jamboree is, you might be like, what's a Jamboree? You're going to want to watch the show tonight, Gina.
That's right. We've got a ton to cover. And just like you mentioned, we're going to be going over what is a Jamboree exactly. We're going to talk about the history of the event. We're going to take some tours of the summit tonight. We're going to hear from some past attendees. We're going to see all those great high adventure activities that you can take part in when you visit the summit for Jamboree. We're going to give you some registration tips. Heads up, if you didn't know, you can register right now. Get on that. And we're asking you, of course, to post your comments. We'd love to give you shout outs. Shout out to Troop 523 in California, Troop 9198 in Pennsylvania, Lee, Massachusetts, Troop 3 in the house. Keep those comments coming. Aaron, where should we start?
That's a great question, Gina. Like she said, we've got a lot of stuff to show you guys tonight. I think we start with what I like to call Jamboree 101. What is a Jamboree? Let's take a look.
The National Scout Jamboree is a gathering of thousands of scouts held once every 4 years. Youth from all over the nation and the world gathered to experience this unique event. The Jamboree has been hosted at various locations since 1937, most notably at Fort A.P. Hill in Virginia. A permanent high-adventure Jamboree site was established at the Summit Bechtel Reserve in Almost Heaven, West Virginia in 2013. In addition to all the great high-adventure activities awaiting you at the 2023 National Jamboree, there are also world-class stage shows, camaraderie, and opportunities to propel yourself forward to becoming the best version of yourself. You'll experience hands-on exhibits that explore the ecosystems of the ground, the tree canopy, and the sky at the Sustainability Treehouse. Learn a few things about a trade like welding, or test your skills with robotics and experience other state-of-the-art exhibits. Get hands-on education about the natural world and how we interact with it at the Conservation Trail at the Summit Center. Or relax at your base camp, cook up a great meal, rock out, and make new friends from across the country that'll last a lifetime. And, of course, you'll experience some of the best patch trading opportunities in all of Scouting.
Scouts, are you ready to live Scouting's adventure?
And there's no shortage of entertainment at the summit with world-class stage shows and, of course, fireworks.
Pretty cool. I am psyched. I'm so pumped. If you guys were listening to that video, you heard that the Summit Bechtel Reserve is now the permanent site of Jamboree, and it's been that way since 2013. So if you haven't been in 10 years, you may not be hip to that fact, but now you are. In 2017, we actually got to go there, right, Aaron?
Yes, what a great experience that was. We're going to talk about that more, I believe, a little bit later. You can look at this map, everybody, kind of get you an idea of where the Jamboree is located. It wasn't chosen just by accident. It wasn't like this was a random site. Obviously, the natural beauty of the land was a major factor, and all of the opportunities, the outdoor opportunities that already existed there, the rock climbing, whitewater rafting, things like that. But also, Gina, you might not know that it is located, the summit is located within a 6-hour drive, so a reasonable one-day drive, right, of 60% of the United States population. Kind of cool.
It's very cool. That fact kind of blows my mind. So for 60% of you guys watching out there, this is like not even a full day's drive away. You can definitely be there. There is a lot of historical context to the site of the Jamboree as well. The Summit Bechtel Reserve is very close to one of our newest national parks, which is really cool. It's got some of the most world-renowned sites in, obviously, the world. And this is something I learned today, to be honest with you. It's actually a converted strip mine. Did you know that, Aaron?
I knew there was a lot of history of mining in that area. That's a big mining country there. But I did not know that about the actual summit property. Very, very cool. We want to show you guys, give you guys a better view. That you saw the map there. That's kind of cool, but we've actually got something even better than that. Let's head out to Mount Hope, West Virginia right now and take a little aerial tour of the Summit Bechtel Reserve.
Yes, so our 2021 Jamboree was delayed due to the pandemic, but that makes it all the more exciting that we're going to get to be out there next year. If you're watching, I'm curious, what Jamboree have you been to? Or is 2023 going to be your first Jamboree? I've actually only been to one Jamboree, the last Jamboree in 2017. It was a life-changing experience. It's something I'll never forget. You've heard me say it before, but I feel like I got to live in West Virginia for a little bit. How was your experience, Aaron?
I agree with you. Yeah. And I think all of us were disappointed a couple years ago when we had to postpone the Jamboree due to the coronavirus pandemic. We're all thrilled now. I feel like there's a lot of pent-up excitement. Everybody's ready to get back out there again, even though it's a year or two late. But I agree with you, Gina, that 2017 Jamboree was really quite the amazing experience. I think everybody knows about the high adventure opportunities out there. I think we've already even mentioned things like whitewater rafting, rock climbing, things like that. But the real experience, or I should say another part of the experience is, like you say, just living out there for 2 weeks. Now, Gina, I'm a camper. I like to go camping. But I don't consider myself a survivorman or anything like that. I'm not out there trying to just live off the wild. And one of my takeaways from the 2017 Jamboree is that it's a really nice setup. The infrastructure is there for you to do, the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is amazing. Gina, I think you said you had an experience. You did some laundry when you were out there, right? You had a question and got it answered really quickly about laundry. Is that right?
That's exactly right. One of my favorite memories is honestly, I had a bag of laundry, needed to do it. There's laundry on site, everyone had said, but I really didn't know any of the details. So I tweeted a question to the social media team. They got back to me just like that. Obviously, the amazing connectivity helped. And then just getting some clean clothes, doing the laundry delivery. It was really, really cool. It's something you got to see to believe. Jeremy says he went to Jamboree in 2001 at Fort AP Hill. Jeremy, very cool. He says Jamboree is definitely a great experience with lots of memories. Got to agree. Lots of memories. And also, Aaron, there's lots of bathrooms there. And I'm not talking about a field. I'm gonna throw out some crazy numbers for you, okay? Everyone, you're gonna love this. We're gonna talk about bathrooms. 960 urinals, 2,280 toilets, 2,160 showers, 1,800 sinks, 720 potables. Those are like the faucets on the back of a shower house where you can clean, dishes and what have you. And then this is one of my favorite terms that I'd love for someone to define for me: 120 slop sinks.
I don't know what that is.
That's a lot of amenities.
It is a lot of amenities. There will be tens of thousands of people out there. And don't worry, guys, you can take showers. There's running water. There's toilets that work. It's really it's fine. It's not at all like roughing it at all. Now, I do have to say, all of the regular youth protection rules apply at the National Scouting Jamboree. This is a scouting event. All of the rules apply. We do not allow cameras, for example, in the bathroom. However, Gina, we did get kind of lucky. There's nobody at the Jamboree right now. So it's nice and quiet out there. And our good friends out there are going to give us a sneak peek tonight of kind of the facilities and give us a little behind the scenes look. You won't get this anywhere else, because normally there's people out there, obviously, but it's kind of quiet out there tonight. So we're going to take a look right now at kind of a little behind the scenes tour of what kind of facilities we're talking about.
Hey guys, so you may be wondering, how do we take care of business out here in the middle of a field, in the middle of West Virginia? Well, allow me to answer some questions for you. Right here, you are in one of our pristine, sustainable shower houses that run off our amazing gray water system. Here we have our showers that have ambient temperatures, which are super good on a nice warm day in the summer. And over here, on this side of the bathhouse, we have flushable toilets. I know, this is a luxury. Also, interesting fact on the outside here as we move to the real world. The sidings on the side of our bathhouses are reclaimed hemlocks that were actually from the site here. So yeah, welcome to our bathhouses. They'll be seeing plenty of use. So let's go ahead and see where James is. Let's send him a Snapchat.
Oh, man. Thanks, Eli. Man, we're in the middle of Delta Base Camp, middle of a field, 60 miles from anywhere. Another great thing about the summit is we have Wi-Fi everywhere. 10,000 acres, you wouldn't believe it. But thanks to this communications tower you might be able to see behind me, it allows you to have access Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, phone, text, whatever. I mean, look, I can even access the National Jamboree website.
Okay people, thank you James. We are right now here in the rocks. In the rocks you can do bouldering, you can do rappelling and climbing. You have over 100 different type of routes here. If you don't want to waste your time in other type of activity or boring, I recommend you come here and see the next video.
The experience here at the Rocks is unlike any other I've ever seen. I've done a few climbing walls here and there, but with the Rocks, it's on a huge scale. Everyone has done like the little pop-up climbing walls, but this is taken to the next level. This place is huge. There's so much to do here. On belay? Belay on. Climbing. Climb on. There's so many different walls that you can go up, ranging from overhangs to just a simple ascent to the top. What I feel when I'm climbing is I get the exertion in my arms, it's this tension in my arms. You get that sweat in your eyes and then you have to wipe it away, but then you have to keep your balance, and so you're struggling to like keep all these things in check, and then your hands are hurting and you feel like you're getting blisters. The rocks here, they actually feel like really natural rocks, so you get that outdoors feeling. When you get to the top, it's like you're on top of the world.
The rocks are definitely something you need to see for yourself. The connectivity at the summit is something people like me really, really appreciate. And I'll let I'll quote Beverly on this. She says it best. The bathrooms were amazing. Glenn says he's been to every Jamboree since 1977. Glenn, we hope to see you in 2023 as well. If you're just joining us, we want to remind you registration for Jamboree is open. You can sign up right now, tonight. We're putting that URL up at the bottom of the screen so you can head there, check it out, sign up. And that is jamboree.scouting.org right there. Check it out. And keep leaving these comments. We love reading what you have to say and sharing it with the world who's watching. Now I want to take just a second. We're going to talk to a scout. Aaron's with him now. If getting to the summit feels like a challenge to you, raising the funds for Jamboree, we want to inspire you to know it's possible. There are lots of folks who raise the money to get out there, and we've got one on deck to talk with right now.
So we're here with Jesse Stevens. Jesse is an Eagle Scout from Troop 933 in Vidalia, Georgia. Jesse, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing very good. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong. You attended the last Jamboree thanks almost entirely, I think, to your fundraising efforts. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I sold popcorn for a number of years and just was able to save a lot of money, and I attended a lot of camps. I went and sold to one guy, and he wouldn't buy from me because I wasn't wearing a uniform. Wore my uniform the next day, and he actually bought from me. He spent like $100 worth of popcorn just because I was wearing my uniform. And turns out he was an Eagle Scout, and that's just it. You never know who you're going to run into, and so you have to be like, do your research on the company you're going to go sell to. I know the council gave a certain percentage of popcorn sales to the troop, and then my troop took those sales, and 80% of what the troop got went to my personal account, and then the other 20% went to the troop just so we could buy food or whatever for troop outings. But then so 80% of that money went to account just for me.
And so that 80% number, that was just the number that your troop decided was the appropriate amount that you should get, right?
Yes, every boy in my troop got 80% of their sales.
Wow, very nice. So how did it feel then once you went to the Jamboree to know that you had worked that hard to raise all that money? You had to be pretty proud, right? That had to be pretty satisfying to know that over all those years you had saved enough to go to the Jamboree. Tell me about that. What did that feel like?
It was more of a sense of accomplishment that like I worked hard for that. I did it. And Jamboree was a lot of fun.
Well, that was going to be my last question. Jesse, tell us about Jamboree. What was it like? What do you remember the most about it?
So I attended the 2013 Jamboree as a participant. That was my first one. And I enjoyed just having a lot of free time. Because going to a Jamboree, it's not like your normal council camp where you're having to go to classes to do merit badges. Jamboree is just kind of free for all. Just go do whatever you want, meet people, patch trade, go ride the Big Zip at Summit. I never did any of the Big Zip or any of the large attractions at the Summit. I did a lot of patch trading. That was my thing. And at a Jamboree, it's just people from all over the country you get to trade patches with. I got patches from Hawaii and patches from Alaska. It's just a cool experience to be able to go to a Jamboree and see people from all over the country. It was wild.
Excellent, excellent. Good advice, Jesse. Thank you so much for coming on with us tonight. We really, really appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. Thank you.
Thank you to those popcorn sales. Where there's a will, there's definitely a way. We've got a good question in the comments. Someone wondering, are these videos going to be available for us to use for recruiting scouts to go to Jamboree? The great news is after we're live tonight, you will be able to share this video however you'd like. You can tag people in the comments right now to make sure they're joining in. You could show it at a unit meeting. And we're going to share some other cool items that happen to be on the Jamboree website in just a minute. Aaron, it was really cool you got to talk to Jesse. I'm hoping that inspires some folks out there to make their dreams a reality. Get out there. You can do it.
Yeah, 100%. He was great. And I thought it was, really, it's okay to note, I think, that like every scouting activity, there's an expense associated, whether you're going camping for a weekend or a summer camp or a high adventure trip or whatever. There are some costs associated with that. And you can counteract that, offset a lot of that. In Jesse's case, 100% of that by doing fundraisers. And so I feel like, for all of you Scoutmasters who might be watching right now, maybe some venturing crew leaders, maybe you're planning your budget for next fall. Something to think about maybe for next summer, 2023. You still got some time. Build that into your annual fundraising plan. Send some scouts to the Jamboree like Jesse got to do. Very, very cool story. You also noticed, Gina, that Jesse mentioned that he attended Jamboree as a participant. Want to make sure people are aware that you can attend Jamboree. There's two different ways you can attend Jamboree. Most of the folks will go as a youth member of the Boy Scouts of America, Scouts BSA, venturing any of the other older youth programs. They will bring with them some volunteer Scoutmasters, assistant Scoutmasters, those kind of things who go along also. You can also attend the Jamboree as a service team member. You can work at the Jamboree. Gina, now I'm putting quotation marks around the word work. That's what you and I did at the last Jamboree. Don't tell my boss, but we had a lot of fun. It was pretty fun. Not a little bad 2-week summer job there.
No, it isn't. It was really fun. It is a lot of work, but it's kind of the funnest work you ever do in your lives. You get in a lot of steps too. It's fun to come home and you are like, you went on a vacation and you come back and you're in pretty good shape because you were walking a lot and you earn your rest times. That's for sure. I also want to point out, we always get questions. Can Cub Scouts come? Or I'm sending my son or daughter and I don't want to go all 10 days, but could I stop by? Yes. Details on that will be coming soon. Stay tuned to jamboree.scouting.org.
Yes, 100%. There's that website there. We're going to throw that up there a few more times tonight. Jamboree.scouting.org. It will be updated continuously between now and the Jamboree, which is, by the way, Gina, 495 days, 18 hours, 26 minutes, and just under 58 seconds. So we're getting closer and closer. I think now, Gina, is a good time to talk about or to actually see a video of a little thing that we call, you heard Jesse mention it, the zip line. Before Gina and I say anything, I think we should just show it to you in action. That's the best way to do it. Let's zip back out to the Jamboree, see what they have to show us.
What's up, Gina and Aaron? It's me, Eli, back here at the Summit Bechtel Reserve, here at my favorite attraction here, the Big Zip. It is our largest zip line here and longest one here at the Summit Bechtel Reserve. At almost 3/4 of a mile long, it's also one of the longest zip lines here in North America. At an elevation change of 500 feet, coming in over Tri-Dave Lake, you get a beautiful scene of the West Virginia mountains here. It is a ride to ride and a beautiful thing to do. And if you don't believe me, check out this cool video.
Today I rode the Big Zip.
How you doing?
Good.
How's your day going?
Pretty well.
How's that helmet feel?
So as they set you up, they put your harness on, make sure your helmets and straps are all nice and tight. Then they'll hook you up, you walk forward.
We're gonna check your wheels. Your wheels look good. You go fast.
Yeah.
All right. So you can go ahead and put your hands back onto your bar.
Then you kind of lean back into the harness. And before they set me down, I looked out, I could see the whole valley. I'm like, this is gonna be great. Once it's all clear, they release the thing and off you go.
Launching on all 5 lines in 3, 2, 1.
The feeling when they release the straps, like 1 second you're there, the other second you're just flying down already. I feel the wind flying on my face. I can see the entire camp as I'm going by. All the trees are whizzing by. It was exhilarating and amazing. The Big Zip, extremely thrilling. Definitely one of the best activities here on the camp. That was awesome!
Hey guys, welcome to Tracks where we do BMX riding on these BMX bikes. I know it's dark outside, you can't really tell, but we have 4 tracks here, almost a mile long of total of track. Race tracks, dirt jumps, pump tracks. It's all here, and you're gonna want to see it come the 2023 Jamboree. Be here, and I'll see you there.
When I'm riding BMX, I get up to the line and it's like a rush of adrenaline just right there.
Come and follow me. Hey. Hey.
So the gate goes down and You just push on that pedal as hard as you can, and you pump, and then you try to get as much air off as you can without crashing. And the biggest thought in my mind is don't crash whatever you do. When you take the burns, you lean with it basically, and it's just like the coolest feeling ever because of all the weight that's pushing you against the burn. Your knees want to go down, you have to force them back up. And when you finish, it's just like, I want to go do it again.
Welcome to West Goodrich Lake. Over here, we have our stand-up paddleboarding. And then over here, you can't see it. It's really dark out. But over here is where we have our water reality, which is our inflatable water obstacle course that you work together with your team to get up and over and splash on back into the water. It is boatloads of fun. Let's check it out.
You gotta hold it steady. So the water park gets both strength enduring and team building. So communicating out there. Your hands over. You have to really think it through and make sure everyone's included because you have to use everyone to get over the Twinkie, for example, because first you have to get someone over the Twinkie and then have them grab the other person's hands and pull them over. And you need communication to be in the right spot to do it.
The iceberg is relatively easier than all the others because the footholds are so close together, it's just straight up the top and just faster down.
You have to know your group strength, so like someone could be a strong swimmer or someone could be a strong lifter.
The more difficult part though about this is really communicating with everyone else. Yeah.
So how'd you do that?
Yell at each other.
Drive his hand! Drive his hand! Pull it, drive his hand!
And there's the dog bone, which was probably the most fun.
It looks like a dog bowl, so you gotta like either crawl or run. Yeah.
You lose your balance a lot on that one, but you make it all the way. It's kind of a nice dive into the water.
Cardio's down just to keep on going, because you just want to take a breath sometimes.
After that's the floating mat. It's like a mat that floats on water, and you have to run across and make a dismount, and then you bolt it for the end. Water park is 10 out of 10.
So I'm sitting there trading my ghost patch. Oh, what's up, Cat?
Oh, what's up?
Cat?
How's it going?
What you up to?
I have a story for y'all.
I love stories.
All right, so last Jamboree, I was lifeguarding Water Reality. Total blast. Loved watching everyone fall in all day long. They were super beat, so tired by the end. I'm sure that they came back to their campsite to take a nap every day before eating food.
This is where the vibe is, you know?
Yeah, you got ultimate frisbee, gaga ball, whatever you need.
Hey, gaga ball pit! That's where we handle our beef, either on the grill or in the gaga ball pit.
Yes,
Is that right,
sir.
Victor?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir! Let's do it! Hey!
Yeah, like the fun part, like you come with your friends after the activities of the day, make their party, respect the top hours, get some rest, but enjoy the rest of the campsite.
Yes, sir. Enjoy!
We're here to have fun, right?
Yeah.
Party not just with your troop, but with everyone here.
Yeah, and remember guys, if you need to find something in what you need to bring to the National Scout Jamboree, find in the page.
It's on the website, guys.
Okay, the summit staff is hilarious and fun, and we owe them a big thank you.
I was just thinking that
Yeah,
same
we
thing.
owe
You
them a
gotta be
big thank you.
sure and give a shout out to them. You can see their enthusiasm and their sense of humor. They're pretty funny. Comes through in what they did here tonight. We're so happy to have them with us tonight. Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate them getting out there as we are getting this tour of the summit tonight. The service team that's brought on for Jamboree is also a lot of fun. And that's where a lot of you have an opportunity to serve if you're interested. And I can tell that a lot of you have served. In fact, the comments are cracking me up. Bertha asked, what do adults get to do when they're there? Like what kind of fun, high adventure activities? And she got a resounding response, which was everything. It was like, we have a lot of work to do, but in our downtime, we were able to take on all of these fun activities. I've got to echo that. I got to check out the Big Zip and just about anything I wanted to in my downtime over the course of those days. The real memories, though, Aaron, for me, were made at base camp. The things that you just kind of take for granted, the mornings and the evenings with my feet kicked up and just sitting down at the end of the day, it felt really good. You make a lot of friends that way, I think.
Yeah, that's something that I think kind of took me by surprise last time I went, having never been before, not knowing exactly what to expect. When it was over, I was like, okay, now I get it. Yeah, base camp is really, I mean, that's almost an adventure in and of itself. There's not, you don't rock climb there, you don't zip line, things like that. But boy, it's just, you're with thousands and thousands of your closest friends, your newest friends. You've all got something in common, right? You're all there for a reason. You want to be there. You're enrolled in one of the programs of the Boy Scouts of America. You want to be outside. You want to meet other people. And when you get a bunch of people together like that, fun ensues, basically. And I think Gina's right. I think a lot of the folks that we talk to, a lot of the young people who go to the Jamboree, when they come back and we ask them, what did you enjoy? The stories they tell are things like, hanging out at base camp with my friends, meeting other people, not just the friends that you went there with, but the new friends that you make while you're there, right?
That's exactly right. It's really a worldwide community you are meeting out there at the summit, and you will very likely stay in touch with some of those folks forever. I'm thinking of the staff members I served with and how kind they were. We, mail each other. Still, we send each other mail. You really do make friendships for life, even as an adult. If you are just jumping online, we want to remind you guys, we're here kicking off the Jamboree. You can register right now at jamboree.scouting.org. You can give us your email so we can keep you in the loop on all kinds of Jamboree information. Leave a comment so we can give a shout out to your unit. And I think we've got a little surprise for everybody watching, which is the jump on some swag that you guys are hearing about first.
Yeah, in addition to registering for the Scout Jamboree right now, you can also order t-shirts. Gina, I'm going to stand up and show off mine. Maybe you can tell the folks how they can get their shirts.
Yes, so we are going to put a URL up on the bottom of the screen. You can head there. I know you guys. I know you viewers. You collect every little bit of memorabilia related to Jamboree you can. Jump on there. There's a few shirts, limited edition, special shirts that you can grab right now. We got the scoop on this and jump on this early so we could give you guys a present just for tuning in. Head to that URL. You're in the You're in the club.
I was going to say, this is breaking news. Not that many people have ordered them yet because they don't know about it. You guys are some of the first to hear about it. Gina and I were lucky to get ours. I think there's a few different options we have. I'm kind of biased to the ones that Gina and I got, but there are options out there. Choose which one you like, and then you can show off from now, for the next 12, 13 months, heck, even after the Jamboree, right? Continue to show off your spirit. Mine says, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready, Gina.
Mine says, let's go as well. We both have the same, we both chose the same shirt. That's the kind of like the hip phrase I think kids are using right now. They all say, let's go. At least that's what I've heard lately. Troop 315 from the Alamo Area Council is in the house. Hello, guys. Rodney is letting us know that slop sinks are for leftovers food. The other sink you mentioned is for gray water. Great point. We've got to highlight the sustainability out there at the summit. We've barely even touched on that. We'll probably have to do a whole nother show on that. We've got 2019 World Jamboree attendees in the house. Glenn went to the 2010 Centennial Jamboree. Pretty cool stuff. Keep the comments coming. Oh, Troop 18 in Hawaii, Troop 701 in North Carolina, Troop 65 in New Jersey. Guys, keep these comments coming. We love to see the connections already starting to be made pre-Jamboree.
Yes, very, very cool. We've talked about a little bit of the high adventure activities that are available at the Jamboree. We've talked a little bit about base camp and the things you can do there. I think it's time to go back now to the high adventure side of the spectrum. Let's take a look at some more of the activities offered at the National Scout Jamboree.
Hey guys, welcome to High Gear. We have over 35 miles of trail here. Beginner, intermediate, advanced trails, jumps, berms, rock drops, skills courses. We have it all. Come check it out. I hope to see you here.
Mountain biking here is amazing. All the trails are really well done. Everybody seems to come off smiling. It's really smooth riding. Being in the trees is really nice. It's shaded, so it's not hot. Well, when I'm on my bike, I feel like I'm floating. Like I don't feel like I'm on the ground. You can feel the wind go past you, and it's like refreshing. Well, when I go over the biggest jump, it's a little scary. You really feel like you're flying because you are definitely in the air. Then when I get out here, it's just kind of like you forget about a lot of things. You just really focus on the trail and the bike and, you know, having fun. You're just in the moment. I would totally tell you to just come out and ride. I love it. These trails are just wow.
This is the Barrels. Welcome. At the time that it was built, it was the 3rd largest shooting range in the entire country. During Jamboree, you will have hundreds of opportunities to go shoot. We will have pistol, archery, rifle, shotgun. We will teach you how to shoot, and you will have an absolute blast.
Here at the Barrels, there's nothing more you can really ask for. The environment here, it's like no other. Usually you're shooting in a field, but here you're shooting in the woods where it's just much better. You just get more out of the country experience, more nature, it's just better. If you're like me, you're into shooting, and it's just like an all-day shooting activity. When I get up to my stance and shoot, I think this is the time when I hit the clay barrier. You get one opportunity out in the field, so here you have to think the exact same thing.
Try and do a slightly more forward lean.
The instructors here,
there you go.
They're really great. If you do not know how to shoot, they will walk you step by step through and try to get you as great as you can be. I had a lot of fun shooting today. I shot about 50 times and only missed a couple. There's so many different stands here at the Jamboree. Shooting instructors are nice. The environment's awesome. There's so many different levels you can shoot at, and if you just want to have a good time, you just hike on up here and shoot.
Definitely some big draws at the Jamboree. People are asking, was that a baby we're hearing in the background? No, it was a dog dreaming about Jamboree, Aaron's pup. So we got to remind you, dogs won't be at Jamboree, but they're free to dream, right, Aaron? You're muted. You're muted, I think.
I muted myself because Buster wanted to be involved in the show. I apologize for that, everybody. I do want to comment real quick on the biking video that we saw just there. That's one of the, we talked about the advantages of having the Jamboree at the summit and the reason why that location was chosen. That's a perfect example right there. All those hills, all those trails, what a perfect location for biking like that. Very, very, very cool.
Yeah, that got our audience fired up big time. Me too. And those views, you can see that those videos were taking during the day. That's what you're going to really see. At night, at this time, we'd be hanging out at base camp, but our summit folks were kind enough to get out there tonight and give us the live tour. So
very, very cool. Registration for the Jamboree, everybody, is open right now. Right, Gina? And guess where you go to do it? You go right here. This is going to be your website. You're going to want to bookmark that because not only can you begin the registration process for the Jamboree, you can also sign up for email updates. And you're going to want to keep checking back because that website is going to be updated with news as it breaks, as we get closer and closer to the Jamboree. Definitely something you want to keep your eyes on. When it comes to registration, I'm sorry, Gina, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, before we go there, there are some rumors about another kind of animal, man, I don't know, it depends on how you view it, that people see out at the summit. He's a legend, and some reports say, he's friendly. Some just say he's Jamboree obsessed. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I'm pretty sure you're talking about our good friend Bigfoot, I believe is who you're talking about. Some people might call him Sasquatch. Yes, and
that's how I know him.
Yes, exactly. And what we're about to show you is that registering for the Jamboree is so easy that even Sasquatch can do it. Let's take a look and see how it goes.
Hey guys, welcome to the Canopy. Now if you like the Big Zip, you're definitely going to like the Canopy. It's like Big Zip, but a little bit longer and more interactive, more hands-on. Over here on this side, we have about 4 different courses to zip through, each with about 13 zips in between, over some of the most beautiful rivers and gorges and trees and sites here in wild, beautiful West Virginia. Now if that sketches it out a little bit, we do have some over here. They're a little bit shorter, about 5 zips in between. Either way, definitely fun to check out when it's not cold and snowy outside.
I was pretty happy that I got to go and feel and see, but I was also scared because I'm not a big fan of heights. So then looking down kind of scared me, and when I got on the platform, I was kind of relieved because then I knew I was actually safe.
So this is zip line number 2. Gonna clip in there, we're gonna clip on the top, we'll rack that one. We got a clearance to go. You feeling good?
The sensation on when you're holding the trolley, it gives you a sense of adrenaline.
And you're set. All right.
So then when you step off the platform, it makes you feel free. The experience of being in the trees is actually nice. You get to feel the breeze and see above. I think I'm not afraid of heights anymore. I think I'll be good on my own, stepping on bridges that swing and rock climbing. So I'll have fun with heights now.
Hola, estamos aquí in the park. You have over 100,000 square feet for adventure. If you want to do something different, I recommend you come here. The best thing, you have 6 different types of area. You have bowls, you have ramps. The best part, if you don't know how to, if you're a beginner, you can come here. The guy from the park can teach you, and we have all level skills.
The skate park is awesome. It's just a modern marvel.
I skate like I'm in control. Like it's my thing. I'll go at anything. You just give me an obstacle. Skating is just an open world. There's no rules. It's just whatever you like is how you go.
My favorite part of the park and skating in general is the camaraderie, the community. We're all scouts, we're all one giant family, and everyone who skates is also one giant family. When you're at the park, it's basically an adrenaline rush. You have your highs and you have your lows. Mostly the highs are when you drop in or land a new trick. And then you have your lows, which are when you keep falling over and over and over and over again. But if you ain't hurting, you ain't learning.
I have a lot of local parks where I'm from, but this park beats it by miles because it just has everything from bowls to street to just the flow and just the beginner section if you've never skated before. It's just an all-around great park.
Honestly, if you like having fun and if you like adventure and trying new things, the Jamboree is the best place to do it. I've been to 2 Jamborees so far, and it's been the best decisions of my life.
Wow, Aaron. Okay, I've been lucky enough to do the canopies, but something I love about the skate park is so many people do not know it's out there at the summit. If this is your first trip out there for Jamboree, I mean, you're going to love seeing the skating.
Absolutely. Highly recommend both the skate park and the canopy tours. What a cool thing to put out there. Really, really exciting. Can't wait to do it again here in a couple of years.
Totally agree. And Aaron, as if we could top that, you know what? We can. We've got a very special guest who's about to join the show. The chair of the National Jamboree himself, Tico Perez, is with us. Hello, Tico. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, y'all, and hello to everybody. This is such an exciting opportunity. I'm thrilled to be here to talk about the Jamboree.
We can't wait to ask you all the questions that we have. Viewers, if you are watching, be sure to leave comments and shout outs for Tico. But I just want to start right off and ask, what exactly are your responsibilities as the chair? I know it's specific to the 2023 National Scout Jamboree, but what do you do?
You know, my job is really to put together the committee that's going to present the Jamboree. So I have got a phenomenal group of leaders who are in charge of everything from logistics and transportation and food and programs and healthcare and EMS. We've got a budget team. We've got a whole committee of unbelievably committed volunteers. And it's my job just kind of to manage their process. They're going to do all the work. I'm just going to kind of steer them and help them make decisions and make sure we're all talking to each other and having an incredibly safe and fun Jamboree.
Very, very cool. You obviously, due to your position, have a unique perspective on the event. No one's got more inside knowledge than Tico does. Sir, from your perspective, why do you think people should be excited about this upcoming Jamboree?
Well, I mean, Jamborees are phenomenal anyway. I remember my first Jamboree in 1977 when I went as a senior patrol leader. These are lifelong memories, and you make unbelievable friendships and relationships. You get to see scouting at a broader level, and it's just great fun. The energy there, the passion for scouting, the opportunities to explore the summit and the other programs that are being offered by the Order of the Arrow and the program team. It is just a phenomenal opportunity to be involved in scouting, to be at the summit, to be and make great friends, and really, really have an incredible time. They are nonstop fun, 24/7.
Tico, I'm going to selfishly use this to ask something that I'm so curious about. Can you give us any sneak peeks about what is going to happen on that main stage? Any stage show insights?
Absolutely not. No, it's going to be phenomenal. We've got the same team who did the shows in 17 and the same team who did the shows in the World Jamboree coming in to do shows. It's going to be an incredible experience. But Jamboree is more than shows. Jamboree is also energy and people together and kids getting together and dancing and trading patches and having fun and participating in the event. So it's much, much more than shows, but I will tell you, the shows will be over the top.
Yeah, it is a lot
sealed.
more than shows. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is a lot more than shows. We've seen a lot of highlights tonight, a lot of different things that are going to be offered at this next Jamboree. Tico, I'm curious, in your opinion, do you have like something, an event that is the coolest thing in your mind, your favorite aspect of this Jamboree?
Yeah, I do actually. And the coolest event for me, and maybe because I'm, an older guy, I love walking around and seeing the young people talking and working together, and not everyone's on their electronics and they're just having fun, building relationships. I'll tell you, from my Jamboree troop, 5 of the guys that I went to Jamboree with have been my business partners, my doctor, my accountant, some of my very dearest friends. You really do get time to make relationships with other people on this trip and explore incredible property that the summit has. I mean, from the rock climbing to the skateboarding to the barrels to the bows, it is just a phenomenal property and such an asset of the BSA. So what an incredible opportunity to go visit, participate in all of it, because the real part of Jamboree is the energy. It's just the energy that you feel there. Everybody's having fun, everybody's excited, and everybody has a great time.
Gotta agree there. You really do make friends and contacts for life at Jamboree. Tico, thank you so much for your time. Anything else that you want to add before we let you go?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Registration is going to be open very soon, right after this event. Staff registration is open. We need a lot of staff. We need a lot of units. If you're not hearing it in your own council, pick up the phone, call your district executive, call your scout executive, tell them, hey, I want to go to Jamboree. I want to go there. We had 6 years since we've had one. So everybody is due for a national Jamboree, and everybody should go. If you can find a way to make it happen, because it's going to be once in a lifetime.
Gina, I feel like we're in really good hands here. Tico doing a great job. He's working really hard, everybody. We know you're busy, sir. Thank you for taking the time today to join us.
Thanks for the opportunity, and thanks everybody for watching. I'll be watching with you.
Pretty cool, Aaron. Tico is a busy guy, so that we got some time with him like that was awesome.
Yeah, a real honor to have him on with us tonight. Nobody knows more about the Jamboree than Tico. It's so great to have someone like him working kind of behind the scenes, maybe a little bit, to make sure everything goes off as smooth as it could.
Yeah, speaking of behind the scenes and people who are making this thing happen, you've met a lot of them tonight, actually, and we're going to go revisit the summit and hear from some of the guys and girls reminiscing on their awesome Jamboree experiences. Let's take a look.
Eli, what was your favorite Jamboree memory?
My favorite Jamboree memory? Honestly, being able to get to staff the 2017 National Jamboree as a lifeguard for Water Reality. I never got to do that before, for my local camp. Just Water Reality on its own was unique. It was different. We never had an obstacle course like that back at my council camp, and getting able to work that and watch all these kids from all around the country and even outside the country get to experience that, it was kind of nice. It was very wholesome, and I'll always remember those days when I staffed the National Jamboree back in 2017.
Nice. You said something about meeting people, and that reminded me of all the patch trading I did. People from all over the country had different types of patches, and being able to trade my local council patches for theirs. It was a way to meet people, but also see things from all over the country. It was pretty cool.
Dude, people from all over the country are so cool. My favorite memory of Jamboree, in total, is having meals with them, inviting a troop over to your campsite and cooking them dinner and just sitting and talking and seeing the differences and similarities between you and someone that lives on the other side of the country or the other side of the world. That, I think about that a lot, and it was, oh my gosh, so awesome.
That's cool. I have the same mindset. I like meet people and networking, but I like to enjoy all the summit activity, high adventure we have here, and definitely it's one of the grateful experience I have in my life.
Yeah. So. Forward on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Forward!
Oh man, that's jogging my memory because I think of how good the cafeteria food is. It really is good, and there's all kinds of other random food that pops up here and there. But some of the cooking that goes down at the unit base camps is really interesting, really good. It's like a combination of cuisines from all over. I totally forgot about that till just hearing them reminiscing. Guys, we're wrapping the show up. We're still going to be here for a few minutes, so keep the comments coming. Reminder to head to the link at the bottom of the screen, jamboree.scouting.org. We're keeping that updated constantly. And also want to mention, grab your swag. You are one of the few people who knows about this Amazon link. There's a menu item when you head to the link, and it says 2023 National Jamboree in the header bar. That's where you're going to find these shirts and way more. Plus, you can pick women's or men's fits, different colors of different shirts. Check it out. It's all there.
Yes, and don't forget, everybody, registration is now open. You can register at that website that just came up, and you'll want to be sure and enter your email address for updates, and be sure and just check back that website. Go and bookmark it. Check back every once in a while, see how things are going. All the new updates were there. I want to give another shout out real quick because we can't shout out to them enough, to our friends at the summit. What a great job they did. Thanks so much to them for joining us tonight. We said it earlier, Jenna, I'll say it again, but their enthusiasm really is infectious. Their sense of humor really does shine through. Those guys did a great job. They really put their hearts into their work, as you can see, and I think it shows with the experience that you have at the summit in general, but definitely at the 2023 National Jamboree for sure.
Right, their good nature and their good sense of humor comes through in all the experiences you'll have at the summit. Also want to point out, at that jamboree.scouting.org link, you're going to find all kinds of good marketing assets. Somebody asked about that earlier in the show. They're there. It would be great to use, maybe to show to your unit, to show to other volunteers, use them at various levels of council presentations. Or if you're like me, you're youth, maybe you're watching on your Facebook or your parents' Facebook account or YouTube. Shout out to our YouTube viewers. Guys, use this stuff to put a presentation together for your parents to make a case for why you need to go to Jamboree. I'll think good thoughts and hope that that works for you. I definitely would have done that myself. Guys, let's check out the comments one more time and give some shout outs. We've got Janet watching. James was a 2001 Jamboree staff. Very cool. That's a second mention. I think we've had the 2001 Jamboree. Troop 288 is watching from, I'm going to say this wrong, Snohomish, Washington. And Maria says she's sharing this with her Arrow of Lights from Pack 348 in Illinois so they can see what they can look forward to. Aaron, something we didn't mention a whole lot is that for so many viewers for the first time, this is their first chance to go to Jamboree. That little gap in time means that there are people who wouldn't have been eligible in 2021 who are now eligible to go. And so we're welcoming them to the summit. Everyone is super pumped to get out there. That energy is, you can really feel it.
Totally. I think we sort of mentioned this earlier, Gina. I think there's a lot of pent up excitement. Sadly, the Jamboree a couple of years ago was postponed, but not canceled. It's going to happen. I think people are really fired up and excited for it. Gina said this earlier also, if you're looking for something to share with your friends on social media, this video right here is a great gift. When we're done today, you can share it with your friends, tag your friends in the comments right now. When the video is over, it will live on the Facebook page that you are on right now, and you can share it with your friends that way, show them what it's all about. We got a lot of comments tonight, Gina, from folks who have attended past Jamborees, which is very, very cool. And that's because the Jamboree's been around for a while. It's a kind of woven into the fabric of the history of the Boy Scouts of America. The Jamboree's been going on for a long time. Before we let you guys go for the night, we're just going to say we have one more video to show you with the history of the Jamboree. We thank everybody for watching. Gina has one more thing to say, it looks like.
I do. I wanted to read a comment. Shiloh is going to be at Jamboree for the first time. It'll be his first Jamboree, and he's going to be there. Also wanted to give a quick shout out to Troop 99 in Vegas. That's all I had to say, Aaron.
Awesome. Thank you, Gina. Excellent job by you tonight, Gina. Again, another shout out to our friends out at the summit. Great job by you guys tonight. We hope you enjoyed our show. We've got one last video to show you. Stay tuned for that. Otherwise, we will see you next time. Stay tuned for more updates here over the coming months. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good night.
Thousands of scouts coming from every corner of the nation and abroad, for a Jamboree is adventure. Scouting is truly a world brotherhood.
There are so many things to do before the camp is in order for the day. Other activities occupy the afternoon of the Jamboree Scout. Contests of skills, such as this rope tying match.
Over the past 48 years, more than 26 million Americans have been members of the Boy Scouts of America. And the Scout story has just begun.
Trade anything, with anybody, anywhere.
Over 1,000 performers on stage and hundreds more behind the scenes.
A kid lives in the city, you know. It's like everything's brought to your door. Electricity, gas, TV. Spending time camping gives you a lot different perspective of life.
What's the name of the school? We'll win power number one!
There are almost 1 million active Scouts today, and since its beginning, over 70 million boys have been involved in Scouting, and that's a lot of people.
The proudest moment of my entire life was when I became an Eagle Scout.
Rain. It's become
quite a tradition at the Jamboree.
There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Strong in body and mind, you'll find them all there. I don't have a doubt. Deep in the heart of the sky.
Jamboree is totally tubular.
Jamboree has all the patches. Jamboree all!
Hi, I'm Zach Chopadden from Michigan. Gateways, such as the one behind me, reflect where a troop is from and what their area is like.
Boy Scouts over there, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a Boy Scout. I've never seen anything like it.
That was so good. That was awesome.
Perfect. One take, cut, boom!
Eli.
Yes, Cat. Yes.
Welcome to High Gear, guys. We have over 35 miles.
That's it. Like, yeah, they're...
You could do the running man at the summit.
I want to start, let me go back. Area, the best, I want to do again. The best thing you have is different type of, over 100,000 square foot, over 100,000 square foot of fun. I don't know.
You got it, Victor.
Yeah, I got it, I know.